Hi, welcome you all to the Crypto Singh Show, and my name is Gunpreet Singh, and we talk about Bitcoin, NFTs, Metaverse, everything on this show every single day. Well, what's happening with the Bitcoin pricing? Are we going up? Are we going down? What's happening with the currency war that is being escalated? Well, everything in this show today. Before we start, do like, share, and subscribe. So what's happening with the Bitcoin pricing? Are we going sideways or are we going to pop out? And do we see any buyers coming in? Well, everything in this show. But before that, let me tell you, it's funny, but the currency war is being escalated, and now Bank of England is into it, and they are trying to save their currency, which has been at the lowest in so many years, or I would say decade. So they are trying to save, and by buying the bonds, which might increase their, the inflation still, and yeah, and Japan is actually selling bonds. So the currency war is intensifying. It started, and this war seems to be, this might not just stop here. I think there would be more countries getting into it. So for now, I mean, dollar is taking a breather. It's taken a slight bit of pullback, and I exactly mentioned this in my last video that dollar might just pull back a bit. It's in the over kind of sold overbought territory, and this might just take a bit of pullback, which has happened. And saying that, it's been good for the Bitcoin market because we're slightly up. But to all those people who actually complain about crypto markets being volatile, well, I don't know if you've seen for past few weeks, actually the other markets have been more volatile than the crypto market. In fact, crypto market has been the least volatile. And because of this being the least volatile, believe it or not, I think a lot of money from from England from UK is actually getting into this because of the currency being devaluated, and that is where I think you see the bias coming in. So actually, if you see the data, the UK is showing a certain bit of increase in the data of the cryptocurrencies, which is Bitcoin, which eventually means that you have buyers coming in. Now, getting into the charts once, and I'll try to explain you where exactly we are and what do I expect of the Bitcoin and what's the next move I think would be there. So getting into the chart, and I have a very interesting information to share with you, which I will share. Okay, let me share that first. So SEC is actually setting up an office, which means that we are getting closer to regularization. And this is the article where it says SEC has announced that it will be setting up offices for cryptocurrency, and it would be known as the Office of Crypto Assets. This is exactly what they've written here. So we have crypto assets coming in very soon, an entire office dedicated to crypto asset, which again means a big thing. And I think eventually this is something that we all are looking forward to in terms of regulations. It's good in a longer time frame. So, but how it impacts the market, well, we'll have to see that. Now, this is the chart. Getting into the chart, what is happening with the US dollar? You see there was a pullback, but saying that, the Bitcoin has not gone up as high as it should have, but eventually this is where we are. And you see this trend line, how beautifully this has been acting. Initially, we were here, we were up on the trend line. And whenever we came down to this trend line, we bounced up, back again. If you see, we've been bouncing everywhere. And we didn't confirm below, and we bounced back. But what happened now is here, we confirmed below, and we're trying to break this, which is being difficult. Now, do we break this? We're right on the border of it. So we need to break it and confirm that this is a confirmed breakout. And the dollar might just help a bit. But this is where I see the dollar pulling back to 1.110, and then again bouncing from here. It would be interesting to see what it does from here. But Bitcoin chart is somewhere, we're just on the border trying to knock 19,500, and this is also due to the lot of buying that has been coming in from the European side, and I think people are trying to save their currency. And it's funny, but we have crypto being more stable than any other currency. I mean, we're acting as the dollar has been rising like any low cap altcoin, which is this kind of these kind of moves are not. I mean, I don't think people have seen in ages, but this is what the markets are now, uncertain, and a lot of these issues are coming up with the currency fight or the nuclear fight. For currency, I would say there are no more physical fights. Whatever the physical fights are actually there in the news, but eventually it's the economic war that is being fought, and it's the currency war that everyone is stepping into it. Now Japan is already there, UK is there, US is there, Russia is there, Ukraine is there. I mean, which would be the next country to get into it? We'll have to figure that out and see, and what steps all the countries are going to be taking. But saying that, inflation doesn't seem to be getting under control, and I think we've already entered a phase of recession, and this could be actually quite bad for all the markets, not just the crypto market. And as I said in my last video, we might see a relief rally right now coming in, because we still have some kind of gap for dollar to bounce back, to pull back. And once it pulls back till there, I think we have a relief rally, and then I think we'd really need to be careful and see how and where the markets would react. And from there only we can actually assume, because it's not just about these charts now, because there's a lot of uncertainties, and there's a lot of things in the world that is happening in terms of recession, and a lot of these things would depend on the job data that would be coming out. Now all of these things will impact XRP news, job data, all of these things will impact the crypto market. So we'll see, and we'll figure out and we'll update at that point of time what we think. But for now, I think there should be a slight bit of relief rally. We're at 19,500. Let's see if we break that and go up, but we're literally again in that zone where I think we're in a no man's land, and 19,500 is something to be seen if it breaks or it will not break. But by the looks of it, it might just break and go up. But again, I would say this is a 50-50% kind of a chance for now. So let's see. And we're entering again a weekend. So once we enter the weekend, again, I'm not too sure about all these trades, so never trust the weekends. And I think Monday would be where we really analyze on what's happening with the crypto market. And it's also the kind of closing of every month closing. You also don't see markets pushing up too well. So it really next week would again be something that you'll have to wait and watch. But 19,500 is something that we're again struggling on, and we're trying to break, we're trying to knock, and we're not being able to knock. So these are the things that is, with what is happening with the crypto market. SEC, I mean, it's a very important thing. They are setting up the crypto regulation, so we will soon have regulations in place. Short term, again, it might affect the crypto market. Long term, I'm extremely bullish, and I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin and regulations. This means that when they're setting up, definitely they're not banning it. So this will help a lot of institutions to come in and do the buying. So that's all for now, and I hope to see you for the next next video. And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Signing off, Gunpreet Singh from the Crypto Singh Show. Bye bye, take care.